Hello everyone, and welcome to episode 6 of my Painting on Pantone postcard series. I have done so many I've lost count at this point. I think I've done 17, and today I'm going to be doing 5 more, which I am very excited about. I have a lot more to go before I get to all of 100. Here are some of the ones that I have completed so far. I think they're turning out really fun, and this is a really fun challenge and a really fun project that has been challenging my creativity and helping me to come up with new ideas. So here are the 5 colors that I'm going to be tackling today, and I'm very excited for all of them. We have apple green, Citron, Caribbean Sea, Peony, and Tiger Lily. So let's see what I can come up with today. So first of all, I'm starting off with Peony, and it's this pretty pink color, and naturally I'm going to use my Posca pens for these because I love my Posca pens. And for this card, I am going to be drawing a peony. I mean, you could have guessed it. I know for the ones with the names, I usually go for the names and I stick with the theme. So that's what I'm doing for this one. I started off with a base pink layer and then added a couple of different shades. And I brought in my paintbrush to blend out the colors that I put down. And actually, I found that these Posca pen colors blended to match the card pretty closely. So I added the deeper color back in just to make it a little bit more different from the card's color. Once I did that, I blended it all out again, and I decided it was looking a little empty, so I added a couple more of peonies on the other sides of it, one at the bottom and one at the top as well, just to fill out the page a little bit more, and I still felt like it was missing something, so I decided to add some leaves to the page because green and pink are opposites, so I knew the green would pop off the page really well, so that's what I went with here. And I also decided to add some different shades to this, so I added some white to the sides of the leaves and blended it out with the paintbrush as well. That way I could add in a different shade to the leaves and get them a little more dimension, and they weren't just so flat compared to the flower. After this, I still felt like the flower matched the card too much, so I decided to add in some line art with this kind of dark pink fine liner pen. That way you could actually see the shapes of the flower and it wasn't so muddy looking and you wouldn't get lost in the design. So I added that to all of the flower petals, and I actually didn't add it to the little baby growing flowers on the leaves, but that's okay because I actually think that turned out pretty well, and it was an unintentional mistake, but it turned out to look really good. And then I decided to take a dark green and add it to the leaves as well. So here is how the first one turned out. I think it's really beautiful, and I really like how this one turned out, and I'm really excited to keep working on the next one. So here is Citron, and I had to look up what that was. It's like a lemon, but it's like a lemon's cousin, so it has a thicker skin or peel, I guess, and the inside is less acidic. So now you know, kind of. I didn't explain it very well, but I decided to do a lemon type of design. So I just added in little lemons, and then I added in an orange to give it a little bit of shading on the side to make them look three-dimensional. And I added in little dots. I'm not really sure what the little dots are, but you know, just to add some texture to the skin. And then I added some green leaves to the lemons as well. I liked the addition of the green because I feel like the postcard itself is kind of a middle between yellow and green. It's more like a yellow green. So adding in this green with everything else, I think helped make the lemons pop out more and made it look really good. But I still didn't feel like the lemons were popping off of the page as well as I wanted them to. They weren't lemony enough. So I added these highlights, and then I had to bring in one of my favorite art supplies, the gel pen. Specifically the gold gel pen. I mean, this thing draws like butter, okay? It's really awesome and amazing, and I love using it, so I had to use it for this one. I decided to outline everything and add in some designs with the leaves and stuff, and then it was completed, and I think it turned out so well. I love the touch of the gold, especially in the light. It's just so pretty, and I also like that when it's not in the light, it's dark. And now it's time for the apple green. For this one, I stuck with the name as well, and I did an apple but an apple sliced in half. So I'm trying to create the inside of an apple here. I tried to add in some colors and blend it out with my paintbrush, but the Posca pens on this material were just a little bit streaky. I tried to go with it and I felt like it added a cool texture, so I wasn't too upset with it, but it was different than what I expected. I wanted it to look like it was on the postcard, so I added in shadow, added the stem, and then I continued to add in all of the apple parts, so the seeds and whatever it looks like on the inside of an apple. This one was a lot more simplistic, but I still like how it turned out a lot, and I like that I didn't just do like an apple, but I tried to do something a little more creative by doing the inside, and I think it turned out pretty cool. And here is the next one, which is the tiger lily, and at first I was gonna do the flower, but I really liked the tiger emphasis, so I decided to do a tiger, even though that was going to be much harder because I can't draw on these with pencil, so I just had to full send and do a pen sketch and everything. So what I'd made, I was committed to. I didn't really get a second chance or anything. Like, pen is forever. Pen is permanent. So that's what I went with. I added some black and then I added in white, and I decided to let the color of the card come through a lot with this design and to be the main color in the drawing. I had a little pop of color for the eyes and contrasted it with the orange with this blue-green color, and this is how it turned out. It's kind of crazy, but I like it. And here is the last card, which is Caribbean Sea. So I took inspiration from my jellyfish sticker again, and I decided to do a jellyfish on here, and I wanted to only use the gold pen for this one because I had so much fun using the gold pen for the other card, the lemon one, that I wanted to use it just alone for design as well, and I felt like it would pop really well off of this beautiful blue color. So that's what I went with. I added all of the lines and added some dots just to show some dimension, and this is what it looks like. I love that so much. I love how the gold reflects the light. I think it is just the coolest thing. So I'm really happy with how that one turned out as well. And here they all are together. I think they all turned out super, super well. I think my favorites have to be the Peony or the Citron. Oh my goodness, I need to learn how to say that. But here they all are close up. So here's Peony again. Here is Citron again with the lemons with the gold outlines, which I love so much. Here is the half slice of the apple, which turned out to be a little bit streaky, but I still like it a lot. I'm still really proud of that one. Here's the tiger, which I tried to be artistic with and a little bit more creative with the design with. And then here is the jellyfish, which is super shiny and seriously just so fun to look at. Let me know which one turned out to be your favorite in the comments down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I have a lot more to go, so be tuned to see more, and I'll see you guys in the next one.